Hi guys, today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of first impressions in building a successful house cleaning business. So I was talking with another house cleaner earlier today about problem clients and where that comes from and how to deal with it. And one of the things we discussed was marketing and the importance of quality marketing in attracting quality customers. So I didn't quite go into this level of detail with her, but one of the things that I've picked up in the social sciences is that our brains can handle keeping track of about 150 people at a time. And included in that 150 people is, for most of us, a lot of celebrities, people that really have no effect on our day-to-day lives. Now, why am I bringing this up, and how does this, relate to you in your house cleaning business at all? Well, I want you to think of it in terms of your potential customers, and the important point here is that whenever you put yourself in front of a potential customer, they have to make a snap judgment about you. They have to decide where to pigeonhole you in their brain. They have to cram you in there somewhere with the other 150 people that their brain is actively keeping track of. And why is this important? Well, let me give you two examples. I think there are varying degrees of this, but I think you'll agree that in the house cleaning industry, there are pretty much two ways of looking at everybody that cleans as a self-employed cleaner. So the first way that somebody might look at you is they might see you as, here is a business owner whose business is cleaning houses. Now the opposite extreme is, here's a person who is between jobs right now who is cleaning houses. And it is an unfortunate reality of the industry that we're in that there is kind of this other stereotype over here, that we aren't all immediately stereotyped as the business owner just because we have a business license. But it's important to create that impression in people's minds immediately. So the task is the same. In both of those examples that I gave, the task is still cleaning houses. So the person is still kind of pigeonholing you in their mind as, this is the person who keeps my house clean. Now, what does this have to do with, quality clients, bad clients, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video? Well, actually, I think it has a lot to do with it. No matter what kind of marketing materials you use, whatever it is that you put out there into the public to try to get people to call you, whatever it is you get out there to get your name out, if you really stop and look at it and really think about it, what is the impression that most people would have of the person who put that material out? Is the impression that your materials is giving, is that giving the impression that you are a person who would rather not be cleaning, that you are a person who will take a lower dollar amount, that you are a person who needs to be taught how to clean things, that needs to be followed around the house, needs to be checked up on? Or does your materials give the impression that you are this business owner and that, yeah, maybe you're cleaning by yourself right now, but that's probably not going to stay that way? Or even if it is your intention to clean by yourself, and that's fine if that's the case, you can make that impression in their minds that this is a professional person who wants to be doing this, who should be getting paid top dollar, and I as a potential customer should be happy to have this person cleaning my house. Now, if you have existing customers and you have a customer, this is kind of what we were talking about, if you have a customer that is a little bit of a problem customer, I would say that it's very difficult. It's an uphill battle to change that perception of people once they've made that judgment, that first impression. The first impressions are so lasting and so significant. And I don't tell you this to kind of stress you out about your marketing materials or stress you out about how you handle your phone calls or your estimates or your first couple of cleanings. I'm not trying to do that at all, but I do think that you should be aware of this. And I think that it will make a big difference in your business. I know years ago when I started kind of figuring this out, I'm like, why are people looking at me like this? I think of myself as, this business owner who's trying to start this business, but I keep coming across people who keep treating me like that's not the case. And I think that giving that impression in your materials can do a lot to change that. Now, how does it change that? Well, this is kind of a subtle point. So if you have a material that basically kind of screams, I would really rather not be doing this. I'm probably not going to be doing it long term. I'll take any amount of money. I'm desperate. Those kinds of things, if it looks kind of unprofessional. The person who is looking for that business owner type house cleaner, that professional person that they can have a relationship with for years, the person who is looking for the someone who deserves to get paid top dollar, they're not even going to call that ad. The people who will call that ad are going to probably, more likely than not, be those problem customers. Now, the opposite is true. You put out good materials, the people who want to pay the least amount possible that they can get away with, the people who want to follow you around and teach you how to clean, those types of people, they're not going to call because they know that they're not going to be able to treat that business owner that way, and so they just won't call. So I think if you are having a little bit of frustration with some of your clients or the types of people who you have been working with, and you wonder, how can I ever build a business out of this? How can I ever grow to having employees if I'm going to have, I've got 15 or 20 customers right now and they're all driving me crazy. I couldn't imagine double or triple this, or if I, really went for it and had a very big business, I couldn't imagine this. Well, I would tell you, take a good, strong look at the first impressions that you're making. Again, it's not just your marketing materials, it's how you handle phone calls, and it's also estimates, first cleaning or two. Those things add to it, but the very first thing that they see is critical. So try and keep that in mind. Am I portraying an image of a professional, a business owner, somebody who's proud to do what I do and is growing something, or am I giving them this opposite impression, and that I need to be, I need my hand held and I need to be told what to do, and kind of treated that way. So it's not just about getting paid more. This group, the people who resonate with this type of advertising, they are going to pay more. They're willing to pay substantially more to not have this other type of person as their cleaner. A lot of people have had several house cleaners at a time. In talking with customers over the years, a lot of people have had the gamut from like a franchise type operation all the way down to, some friend of a friend of their niece or something like that who just disappeared one day, and so if they've been burned by that type of cleaner in the past, if you're wondering, well, why would somebody want to pay $30 or $40 an hour for house cleaning when they can pay a lot less? Well, that's why they want that business. If you think of it like cars, some people may want to buy a used car. Some people don't ever want to buy a used car. They want to buy a brand new car. Okay, those are the type of people you want to appeal to with your advertising. So again, I hope that this helps. I hope that this will help explain why you may be having frustrations with some types of clients. I could probably get into in another video maybe specific strategies of how to deal with specific types of problems, trying to turn that around. But I think on the whole, you'll be a lot happier if you start viewing your materials and the way that you interact with potential customers in that, am I being the business owner, or am I being, kind of the cleaner? So start looking at it that way. Start putting out a different impression, and you'll see things will change for you dramatically. I promise. So I hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck.